During the news update, but I had promised our viewers that you'd speak to us about whether or not the NPA would have grounds to appeal against the acquittal of Oscar Pistorius when it comes to murder.
Well, a very good morning to you once again, Ayanda. Well, a few minutes ago, I actually did speak to the NPA to try and get a sense of what their reaction has been since the Oscar Pistorius basically being let go on premeditated murder/murder. And what we're hearing from the NPA at this stage is they're saying it's still very early. They're waiting to see what will happen relating to the possibility of Oscar Pistorius being found guilty on culpable homicide. Basically, they're saying they're not going to speak until that full verdict has been handed down. But certainly we're getting a sense at this stage, Ayanda, that there might be a possibility that the state will appeal this particular verdict by Judge Chriselda Masipa relating to the murder charge. But just to talk a bit more about what all these words mean, I'm sure all our viewers have heard the word dolus eventualis. What is all that? We're going to unpack all of that. Certainly there's also been a lot of criticism in the legal fraternity of the verdict so far, but joining me now to unpack all of this is Laurie James, who's going to tell us a bit about what all this means, what happened in court yesterday. I think let me get your take first, Laurie, on what what's your take so far on Judge Chriselda Masipa's verdict?
Well, I felt that she quite rightly did not convict on the premeditated murder. I never felt that the state had proved their case on premeditated murder. However, I do feel that there may have been an error in law made, with all respect to the judge, when she ruled on the dolus eventualis. Dolus eventualis is the widest form of intent. What it means is that the person involved foresaw the possibility of killing another person and reconciled himself with the fact, and in any case fired unlawfully. So when the judge ruled, she said that the accused could not have foreseen the possibility of shooting Reva, and that is not strictly correct under the law. It was foreseen the possibility of killing another human being, and when you fire 4 shots, the emphasis on 4, into a confined space, you must foresee the possibility of killing a human being. Now, is this criticism related to the way that she interpreted the law? I'm just trying to get some clarity on that. It is, yes. Oh, all right. Yes. What is the difference between dolus eventualis and negligence? We're now this morning looking at a culpable homicide. We already saw Judge Chriselda Masipa speak a lot about Oscar Pistorius and how she believed he was negligent when he fired those 4 shots. What's the difference between the two? Well, when you're dealing with dolus eventualis, you're dealing with intent, and that test is subjective. Did Oscar Pistorius believe that there was a possibility of killing Reva Steenkamp or another human being, and she felt that he didn't, and that he was too stressed in the situation? The test for negligence is an objective test where you're dealing with a standard of a reasonable man. So could a reasonable man have foreseen the possibility of killing another human being? And did he then proceed with the action and kill her unlawfully? So that would be the difference. It's a subjective versus an objective test.
All right, there, Laurie James, our legal expert, always giving us some great insight into the court proceedings here. But certainly this morning, the court gets underway again at 9:30. And the first issues that Judge Chriselda Masipa will deal with is giving more reasons why she believes Oscar Pistorius was negligent when he shot and killed Reva Steenkamp. Come back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much to you, Chriselda. I'm sure we're going to be hearing dolus eventualis at many braais and dinner dates and tea parties when you try to sound intelligent. You say, I don't know if there's enough dolus eventualis today, but let's leave it there.